Hey everybody, how we doing? I want to say thank you to Derek Tennille for last night's radio show. Had a great time with you, Derek, and I appreciate the discussion. You had a tough task, and as did I. We took standpoints that are very opposite ends of the spectrum, and we talked civilly, and we had a good natured conversation. And I appreciate the spirit of our discussion, and I look forward to part two in the very near future. With that in mind, I want to address a few things that happened during the State of the Union speech last night. I posted a few things because I listened to the speech, and I listened to it actually a second time too to make sure that I didn't miss any of the important and pertinent information that was going on in that speech, because I don't want to miss anything. And so, in one of my posts, I said that liberty dies to thunderous applause. I thought that was appropriate because what was being applauded was when the president said, "The debate is over," because I said so. The debate is over. And only time folks talk to people like that is if they're like your father or mother. The debate's over. You're not getting the car. The debate's over. You're not getting the money. But in this situation, I guess our dear leader told us the debate's over, so we're supposed to cooperate and just do what he said do. Because we got to be good little followers and just do what he says do. And and you guys do good at that. You guys are excellent little lemons. And I admire that. But I got accosted on every side because the one thing that you can't do if you're black, the one thing you can't do is have an opinion that disagrees with everybody else, because you don't want to be different. I got a disappointment. I got a disagreeable opinion, and so let's deal with some of these responses I got. Someone said that it's crazy to suppose that what's going on here is tyranny. Well, can I talk to you about general tyranny? Because tyranny is not just conceptualized in harsh terms. That is, it's a tyranny because they're taking you out and shooting you if you don't agree. Tyranny is when they tell you that they won't discuss it any further. And the only reason they won't discuss it any further is because they said so. That's a tyranny. I mean, this man is not my parent. He's not. I know y'all might think he's your parent, but he ain't your parent. He ain't your father. You may think he is, but he ain't. He's just the president. He's an elected official, elected to do a job, not to take care of you. My God, y'all think he's elected to take care of you, don't you? You got to. It just occurred to me. That's why people keep saying stuff like, what the Republicans do for you. You expect government to do stuff for you. I just received an epiphany. What to do with it? I'll go for it. So, Chauncey's a really smart guy. He's a real smart guy, and he says, well, the Republicans, they're just they're just dumb. Anything that sounds like a sound idea is anti-American rhetoric, which is just a set of talking points that he's reading from somebody's blog. I'm almost convinced. Chauncey, I'm almost convinced you reading somebody's blog about some of this stuff. You hear what I'm saying to you? Like, I'm thinking of this stuff myself. I'm thinking you reading somebody's opinions because you're killing me with some of these things that you're saying, and you know it. And then somebody else quoted. They asked the question, "What did W do for the middle class?" You don't really want to know the answer to that. You don't care what he did for the middle class. You don't care that No Child Left Behind was passed. You don't care about Medicare Part D. You don't care that the unemployment rate averaged 4.7% through the bulk of his presidency until Harry Reid and Nancy Pelosi took over both houses of Congress and the unemployment rate plummeted So you didn't really care. You don't really care what Bush did for the middle class. You think he's bad because they tell you to think he's bad. You don't really know what the man did. You ain't really paying attention. Not really. They told you Republican equal bad, so you think Republican equal bad because that's how y'all think. Democrat equal good. Isn't that dumb? I'm sorry. Let me go for it. Let me finish. I'm being facetious. I'm being cynical. I'm being sarcastic. And I'm being terribly condescending. Because I'm really starting to believe that y'all think that this stuff is the truth. That's scary to me. But let's go for it. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Somebody said respect the office. I respect the office of the presidency. Not being disrespectful because I disagree with the man. Well, you're being disrespectful of your mother and father when you disagree with them. And this dude ain't even your father. He's not your parent. You know, y'all think he's supposed to take care of you, but he ain't your parent. I keep reminding y'all because y'all got parental issues out there. The one brother said, I believe if Congress is not going to work with the president, he needs to do what he must. In other words, if the president needs to be a tyrant, needs to be a king, needs to be a dictator, if Congress ain't going to do what he says, let me tell you something, man. This is a republic. Ideas are supposed to be debated. Change is supposed to happen slowly because change is supposed to be an evolution and not a revolution. If change is going to happen at all, if change is even necessary. I don't think, I don't believe in change just for change's sake. That's stupid. I mean, that's absolutely dumb. Change just for the sake of change. And Congress, telling Congress got to work with the president. Please get out of here. Get out of here. Y'all was cheering to high heaven when Pelosi and Reid took over the Congress in 2007 and tried to thwart everything Bush tried to do and drove deficits sky high with some of those stupid asinine budget releases that they made during those final 2 Bush years. Get out of here. Come on. Let's see here. My sister Ray, I love you. But don't tell me that Shaka Zulu and Harry Tubman gonna come visit me like I'm some type of sellout because I don't agree with the mess that y'all saying. Get out of here. Get out of here. The earliest activists were all Republicans that believed in free market principles. Go ask Frederick Douglass what he thinks about the free market. See who he agrees with. Y'all don't like Frederick Douglass? He had a white wife? Okay, I get it. You don't like Frederick Douglass. Well, all right. Harry Tubman rescued slaves from white Democrats in the South. I can't say that too loud. And I'm telling y'all, Shaka Zulu, if Shaka Zulu came to see me, I'd say, hey, Shaka, look, man, I ain't the one you want to kill. It's those dudes over there it's those dudes over there on Facebook, those half-naked ones over there. Yeah, just the ones that got tattoos all over their body that don't say nothing. Yeah, not me. I got a wife and 2 kids. I gotta take care of a household. You kill me, you mess the race up. You gonna help us? There's some folk you can help us with now, but I ain't the one. Jeez, good gracious alive. Oh my God, you're gonna send Shaka Zulu and Harriet Tubman? Come on, really? I'm not black enough because I don't agree with the masters of the Democratic plantation. If I don't agree with the masters of the Democratic plantation, I ain't black enough. Get out of here. Come on. Malcolm X told y'all years ago, y'all put them first, they put y'all last. Y'all ain't figured that out yet. I'm almost done here. Then my man Sam, I love you, Sam, but come on, man. Come on, man. I think Bush should be in jail for the tens of thousands of military men who were killed in the war in Iraq, in the senseless war in Iraq. I think that's what you're saying. Here's the problem with that, man. Here's the problem with that. Tens of thousands was killed over in Vietnam, and 55,000 American boys, 55,000 American boys killed in Vietnam. Man, that's a lot of boys killed. That's a lot. That's tens of thousands right there. Go back and check those Iraq numbers, and then go check the Iraq numbers in there while Bush was the president. Just do Bush years, and then get back with me about the tens of thousands, and we'll talk about that later. All right, we'll talk about that later. And the whole idea about a ridiculous debate, come on, man, do better than that. Johnny, come on, Johnny, you my dude, man. Come on, man. Don't make excuses for us. You can't say we got post-traumatic stress disorder in our community when we like 4 generations, 5, 6, 7 generations removed from slavery. If we're gonna have post-traumatic drama in our community, don't you think it would have happened when our first, second, or third generations out of slavery? But man, we're the worst generation. No. The generation after me, after us, those young guys, that's the worst we done ever seen. And they got everything. Ain't no signs saying colored only now. It don't matter though, because they can't read them. Y'all mad at me? Yeah, okay. Let me see here. Is that what I want? Yeah, I'm done. I think I'm done. 10 minutes on this is 10 minutes too much. Whoa. I got another one. Quincy Jones. Hey, Quincy. Hey, man. I know you. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. The GOP reminds me of a long-winded preacher who uses bad hermeneutics. Yes. But the Democrats remind me of a snake oil salesman who tells you one thing and then does a totally different. If you like your doctor, you can keep it. Unless, of course, you really can't. If you pass my cap and trade bill, utility rates are going to necessarily skyrocket. But we're in favor of the middle class. I'll take the bad hermeneutics and long wind every time over the snake oil salesman. How about this one? I want the middle class to do good, but every policy I pass kills the middle class, devastates the middle class. Let me tell you guys something. Let me so I can get this. I want y'all to get this together. All right? Until you can get the Democratic Party to stop freely participating in the wholesale wanton destruction of our race through abortion, through the perpetuation of gateway drugs like marijuana, which only brings further degradation to our race, until you can get them to start supporting things that help us, strengthen us, like true families, instead of families that really ain't families. Until you can stop, until you can get us to stop thinking that wealth transfers are gonna fix our problem. When wealth transfers don't fix nothing, because wealth never gets transferred, only money. And when money gets transferred, it gets spent, and you are still as poor as you were before you got the cash, because they can't make you rich. You got to make it yourself. Then talk to me about how bad the GOP is. And, oh, they racist? Okay. I take my chance with the blatant racists than those undercover racists that pat me on the head, give me a couple bricks of cheese, and tell me to go play in the corner while they trade me in like a used Chevy for the next race that's hard working and doing the jobs Americans won't do. Get at your boy. Y'all wanted this. I told you, don't tug on Superman's cape.